Hello team, I'm Neeti Divedi from Cyberdiction. Today we are going to discuss on Office 365 and specifically Microsoft Teams, and in that team, as it is my first video, so here I will just talk about a few important things, that how to create a team and how you will add all your students in that team. Okay, so before that, let me just start with this office.com, and I have entered the URL here in that browser. I have already signed in, so that is why it is not asking for the password and user ID. Let me do it again for you. So I'm going to enter the URL here. So after that you need to click on sign in, and you need to enter your user ID. Okay, and then you need to enter your password. Okay. So I just forgot to add on here. It is admin@cyberdiction.onmicrosoft.com. Then you need to enter your password here. Let me do it again. Okay, I have clicked on sign in, and here I'm going to add the password that will get open. So yes, as we all are aware that in that Office 365 you will get a number of tools or applications, but here we are just going to talk about the team, right? As I said that yes, we are going to discuss how to create a team, or you can say as a class that you are going to create, and in that class you are going to add all your students. And if you see all your students means like there are maybe 30 students, 20 students, so one by one adding all those students in that team, it's time consuming. So what I will do, and not only that time consuming, but again and again you need to add all your students one by one, so that is a tedious job. So in that case I'll just tell you what we can do. First I'm going to open the Outlook, and why I'm going to open the this why I have opened it Outlook, because here I'm going to create a group of my class, right? So what I'll do here, I'll just scroll down a little bit. You will see here these are the two groups. One is class 10th, class 9th. So let me just create a new group for you, so that you will also get to know what exactly the group, and what are the plus points of creating a group. So let me create a class 12th. Okay, and you will see here one ID, class 12th Cyberdiction, and the domain name. So if you want, you can specify the description as well, and the settings. Under this setting, the privacy, it should be either private or public, but yes, I will prefer that you need to select as a private. Why? Because obviously specifically that we are going to create this group for class 12th, so that is why we have selected as a private here, and then click on create. Before that, let me just check what is there in the more setting. Yes, there is a by default language, that is English. Okay, and then click on create. After that you need to add all your students. Fine, so I have just added only one student. Similarly you can add other student as well. Okay, let me just add two students only, but yes, in your case you can add all your 20 or 30 students. Click on add. Wow, your group is ready. Okay, now what is the best part of using this group? I'll just show you. If you just click on that group, it is just showing you, yes, welcome to the class 12th group which you have created. You can start conversation, With them you can share all your files, you can connect all other apps as well, like Twitter and other information and the updates your team cares about, and add to the team site. So start sharing and collaborating, like that definitely will help you out at the time of sharing the assignments, worksheets and everything. So in that case this SharePoint will help you out. Got it? So let me just show you first thing, that is a start conversation. What is that? Oh, you will see that ID class 12 at the rate this. So here I'm going to select this ID. I have opened that particular, I have clicked on that link. What you will see, you will see your email which says that class 12th at the rate cyberdiction.onmicrosoft.com. Okay, you can just copy it even and then click close it. If it is so lengthy, you can just paste that link which you have just copied, and you can send your information, your important note, any type of communication. You can do it with your students, right? But you are not going to define, or you are not going to add all those 30 mail IDs. Fine, so it will be better, you can just type one of the particular the ID, that is class 12, your group ID you can say. Got it? And then you can simply click on send. So that is the best part, that you can send an email to your group members by just adding a one email ID, that is your group email ID. And this group email ID will work everywhere wherever you want to work with. Fine, so now I'll come back to this office.com, and now let me open the Microsoft Teams. Here what I will do, I'll just add all my students, but for that, yes, I need to create a team. So let me click on this team option. Fine, I'm just hovering my mouse here. Yeah, so I've just clicked on team. So don't worry, you will see so many or a number of classes here that we have just created for the training purpose at the time of giving demonstration. So but here, yeah, in your case I'm going to create a new team. So here on the right corner, what you have an option of join or create team. Let me click on it. Yes, further you will find these two main options. One is create team and join a team with a code. If you are going to share a code with your students so that they can enter it and they can be a part of your team, I'll just tell you how to generate a code. But before that, I need to create a team. Let me click on create team. Further you will find four options like class, PLC, staff, other. But here I'm going to discuss about the class only. So let me select class, and here I'm going to give the class name the same, class 12th, and click on next. Fine. Now let's see, if you want to add 20 students, so what you are going to do? Oh my god, demo student 1, I'll add one this thing, then again you are going to find out all other students, demo student 2. So sometime it creates a confusion, because here it is showing like, let's say the name or the alphabet starts with A, and it shows 5 names which starts with A alphabet, right, or A letter, but they are belonging to different classes. So by mistake you may, or you can add any one of the student from it, or from that particular perspective. But yes, just to avoid that confusion, what I will do here, the group which I had created in that Outlook, I'll just simply add that class. Got it? So what you will find here, class 12th, and this is the class 12th. Fine. If you had given the description also of that particular class 12th, so then it will be better, because I had not given any of the description. So what I can do here, let me go back here, and let me select this, and let me open this group again. You can do that as well. Okay, and here you will see, click on edit. Okay, Now instead of this class 12th, I can give internal communication. Okay, now click on save. Got it, and I have closed it. Let's come back to Microsoft Team here. Now here I'm going to select my same class or same group, in fact. So yeah, here it is. No, it is for class 10th. So the similarly, uh, maybe it is just taking a little bit time because I had just edited, that is why. Let me skip. Okay, so add members, from here I cannot do editing. Yeah, so now if you see here class 12th and the description, fine, which says internal communication. Got it? So I have just clicked on it. Now you need not to enter all your 20 or 30 students here at least, so that is quite difficult here, because it would be better that you can just give one of the responsibility to any of the teacher, or so that they can just create a simple all the groups of all the classes in that Outlook itself, and then you can give the duty, or you can assign to someone just to create a team simple, and then they can create a, I mean, that they can add the class name here instead of adding all the 50 students here, right? And just simply click on add. Got it? Here it is showing you added all those members, then click on close. So let me just click on three dots here, and if I just click on manage team, if I just expand it, yes, all my these two students are here. Fine, I have added. If you want to make any of the honor as a member, you can do that, or maybe as from a member as an honor you want to do, you can also do that. If you want to add your another teacher as a co-teacher, just select it from where I have selected, go to this add member option, select this teachers tab, and here you need to add your teacher name. In my case, I think test yeah, let me, I have just added this teacher as a, this is again a group, that is why it is showing. I need not to add. Let me just select the teacher name as well. So what I'll do here, I'll just select one of the teacher. Yes, so I can select this teacher and click on add. So it's added. It is just taking a little bit time in removing the test. Okay, okay, so by I mean, not by mistake, but yes, I just added a test also, no? So that is why they have just added all those test students as well. So if you want to delete, you can also do that. Okay, so now what you will see here, I have added all my students as well as I have added all my teachers as well. It is showing you each and everything, all other details as well. Got it? If you want to make a call or a video call, there are n number of small things which is there, so probably you can also do that as well. Okay, so if you want to make as a member again, though you have already added, so I can do it again from here also, as I said. you can make all your demos student as a member. Got it? Now if you see here, these are the demo students I have added. Yes, now the second thing which I wanted to tell, that is the code which I was talking about. So how to generate a code so that you can share with your student, or maybe like with your teacher as well, so like subject teacher. So in that case, just go to that settings first, okay, and go to that theme code, just click on generate. It will just generate a code for you, so you can just copy that code and then you can give it to your students. And this code won't be able to join, I mean, if you are giving or sharing this code with the guest members, like those who are not having the Microsoft IDs, fine, so they won't be able to join. Okay, Microsoft ID of your domain I'm talking about. So from outside the organization, if they are going to add, they would not be able to do that. But it's better not to share the code directly, or you can say that with your student, because unnecessary students can also pass that code to their friends as well. So instead of doing that, it would be better that you can do that. And yes, one more thing, here we have an option of member permission. So if you are not giving any of the permission to the members, like you are not giving a permission, like to create and update channels and allow members to add and remove apps. So by default they all are like they all are not selected. So by default they are not selected. So in that case, if you see here, if you are going to give the permission to delete their messages to the students, or give permission the options to edit their messages, so even though if you are not giving this permission also to your students, so you can just uncheck it. So I mean, it's totally depend upon you. Fine, so what kind of configuration that you want to set. Okay, and next just select on channels here. So I have not created any channel yet. By default what you see here, you have general channel. Let me come back to this member here. Okay, yeah, now go back to this general channel. This general channel is specifically for the teachers, you can say that, where they can post the messages to the students, right? So they can do that. Let me go back again to the manage team, go back to the settings. Okay, there is one more option. Okay, no problem. Yes, so if you just go back here on these three dots, you will find one more option here, that is add channel. You can just add a channel. What is that channel? Channel is nothing but just a bifurcation of your class. Let's say in your class 12th, so there are three different streams, right? Like science stream, commerce stream, art stream. So if you want to create that kind of stream, you can also do that. Okay, and what is this privacy here? Like it is standard or a private. So standard means, like if you're going to create a channel, let's say for the another physical education, and that physical education, like all your students that you want to add in that particular channel as well. So in that case, if you select standard, so by default all the students of this particular class will automatically be a part of that channel, that is like physical education or pole science, or maybe any other channel which you have created, right? But in this case science, so obviously you need to select few of the student from this class. Okay, so I'm going to select next. So let's say in my science channel I'm just going to add only 3 students, or maybe only 2 students. One is this, another one is this. So I have just added these 2 students. Click on add and done. So you'll see a lock icon or a symbol over here. That means this is the private channel which you have just created. Got it? So if you just click on general channel and click on these 3 dots, fine. This is basically a notification that you want to set, and there is an option of manage channels. Now if you want, because this is specifically for the teacher's point of view, I think would be better, because if teacher will post all those messages to the, because anyhow if you're going to communicate with your students, fine, where you can post all your notifications, you can post all your important communication that you want to do with your students, find any important information that you want to pass to your students. So in that case you can select this general channel, and from that general channel, if you just click on these 3 dots, go to this manage channel. Here you have an option of only owners can post messages, right? So it means only owners can post the messages. You are not going to give any of the permission to your students just to chat or to basically post any kind of message here, right? So it's quite interesting. Okay, so yes, if I just come back to channel, now you will see you can welcome. So I have just clicked on this format painter, fine. This is a collapse compose box. You can just compose your message, and you can share with your student as an announcement. Yes, welcome 12th science group. Okay, and hi all, I am your class teacher. Okay, and you can just post it. Even if you want to make it as a bold or something, you can also do that, right? So there are, I mean, the font color also, if you want to change that also you can do. And you, if you want to make it underline or something, if it is very important kind of announcement, you can select this mark as important, right? It will just show you because these all are these small things, but it will give a good impact, you know, when the students see the messages. Or in fact, I mean, parents are also involved in this, so when the parents are also going to read you know, the messages which you post, so then they will see, yes, really it is very important, so they can concentrate. Perfect. You can just paste or insert any of the link or anything. I mean, this is just a simple small word feature that you are going to use it. Okay, and like if you're going to select, you know, the option like the message which you have or which you are going to share with your student, fine. So on that particular message, if you want to create or you are giving the permission like everyone can reply or only you and moderators can reply, so in that case you can select you and moderators can reply. And the same announcement, if you want to post it into all your channels, all your channels means like the 10th A you have created, 10th B you have created, 10th C you have created sorry. So the same welcome message, if you want to share with all your students or maybe with all your sections, you can select post in multiple channels, fine. That is quite interesting. So you can select all your channels from here, fine. So let's say I just want to post it maybe into any other group, let's say this one sorry. So to my IP student as well, click on update. So the same message will be posted to these 2 channels. Got it? And click on send. All set, done. Fine. So this is all about a very simple video. In short, I have just created, I have told you how to create a group and how you can create a team. Then in that team, how you are going to add uh, class. Fine, instead of adding all those members, so the group which you have created through Outlook, the same group name you can select it here instead of selecting all the students one by one. So I hope you like this video. Fine, so definitely in the next video I'm going to share about the second part, how you are going to create your meeting link, how you are going to share with all your students, how to upload all your class material, so that well in advance you are ready with all your material, or maybe the resources that you are going to share with your students. Thank you.